Hey there peeps, mewmew here and welcome back to Dragalia Lost. Today I am going to start my journey through chapter 7. It's going to be a little different since I haven't done story videos for Dragalia in so long. So I'm going to, hop in through the story of chapter 7 and we're going to find out what happens. And it is a very good time to do this because chapter 7 is a requirement for void battle. So let's get to it. So I am going into my world map, and here, as you know, we have our chapters, and I have not worked on chapter 7 at all. And the reason for this is that whenever we've gotten new events, I've just been focusing on the events and not focusing on anything else, well, at least story content wise. So it's time, especially with the current Valentine's Day event that's going on. It's not like a true event, so I'm like, it's probably the best filler moment to work on chapter 7. So do I want to view this story segment? You bet. Let's see. And I have not read any spoilers, so I know nothing. Okay, there's not. A new kingdom raises a standard at the south. Grant something under Miss Mewmew's rule. Yes. I'm a fair leader. The birth of a new Iberia, deep in the heart of the Dragalia Empire, sends a shockwave across South Castrea, reverberating through the leadership of the Imperial forces. I really do enjoy the story of Dragalia though. Like, it's pretty good. I mean, there's the cheesy plot points, but overall, it is very good. New Iberia? Chele? So someone has rebelled against the Empire? She's cute, and she kind of looks like Cynthia a little bit, except, the eye shape. Third-born heir to former Iberia. So this is a sister. Not that it matters. If they're fool enough to attack us, we'll give a fine welcome. Now, how about go the preparations for the party? All according to schedule. Okay. Are we gonna get to meet all the siblings? And so, Aurelia's brilliant star falls as a new and dark star rises, as well as another dim light at the Prairie. I can't pronounce that. The world ruler, Leonidas, firstborn heir to former Iberia. The world ruler. It's your country, Valkyrie. It's very suspicious. Very suspicious that it shares your name. But the flames of battle will not reach Valheim. Should any fool approach, it is they who will be reduced to ash. Dun, dun, dun. The massive city strongholds of the prince's siblings lie north of New Iberia and to the south. I'm glad that we're getting to meet all the siblings. Now I feel like I've been missing out. Dragalia Imperial Capital. You would plant your flag in the middle of my empire, brother? How very amusing. Dragalia's new empress, aspects of another. Empress Cynthia. I mean, Cynthia's so pretty and, evil at the moment. Yet they remain hopelessly outnumbered. What are your thoughts, Valix? Do not underestimate him. His men fought my undefeated army to deadlock. Fourth-born heir to former Iberia, the unbending Valix. If you would stop him, be swift and decisive. Send a large force north before they become a real threat. Then send me, brother. Let me be the one to lead that force. Emil. We don't like him. Sixth-born heir to former Iberia, pride's pinnacle, Emil. We don't like him. This time I will crush him beneath my boot heel, or boot heels of my men, I suppose. He's a wimp. Everyone to keep your own footwear pristine, Prince Emil. Harlow. Chief of the Capitol Guard, the Black Raven. I mean, he's perfect for like Cynthia right now that she's like evil goddess. But the rebel prince is dangerous. We ought to nip that threat in the bud. Oh, let the boy have his moment. Besides, Miss Mew has a curious way with dragons that could prove quite useful. Then we watch and wait for now. If that's all the business before the council, I'll take my leave. I have a lot on my plate after all, and one tasty morsel in particular. Heh heh. Who's this boy? Having founded our kingdom, we now march west to forge new alliance. The Halidom is surrounded by the Empire's strongholds, all of which are held by siblings whose motives remain mentally unclear. We'll never survive alone, but if any ally can tip the scales, is St. Lodier, one of the continent's largest metropolises. Western Marsh. We've been traveling quite some time. St. Lodier won't be far now. I hear the leader of the Aquapolis is quite a fine man. He won't soon knee to the Empire. We've declared independence, but we still lack the manpower and resources. An alliance is our only hope. Ah, St. Lodier, a nostalgic name. And the deep blue sea, my beloved cradle. If you're able to coax the sea's mana black to the Halidom, I should be able to erect a water Dragalia. If you offer prayers to it, my powers will grow to night heights. So we just have to build one of those back at the castle and the water worm gets powered up? Sounds like we really need to hit it off well with the boss around here. Oh, really? That's how you get the water worm. Additionally, I swore to Mercury that I would help defend the seas. Quick aside here. Are you sure it's a good idea for you to leave the castle, Miss Mew? I don't know. We left a solid force behind to watch over the place. They'll be fine. Though if you want to give it up on this optimistic plan for an alliance and head home, I'd be all for it. No. We need an alliance. Turn back. That's unlike you, Ranzal. Is it your courage that has abandoned you, or your faith in Miss Mew? Ooh, snap. It's neither, but you know it. Just got a bad feeling about this, yeah? This ain't a place for stupid arguments, though. The marsh is dangerous. Dolly too long and we'll have water fiends swimming up to greet us. Water fiends, huh? Oh! Hey, you're right. I can hear them sloshing around. That was adorable. That was just too cute. They lurk under the surface in stands of tall reeds, then attack. They're a most troubling set of foes. Then let's hurry. Once we're through this stretch, we should be at the Aquapolis' doorstep. Let's carry on. Got 25 word might. Okay, so we just completed number 1, and we're gonna go to Aquapolis Moat outside the city. Outside the city, there's spurs. There it is, the Aquapolis itself, St. Lodier. This road should lead straight to the city center. We can... Halt! You may not enter St. Lodier. Isn't this the Aquapolis, a hub of free trade? My understanding is that people could come and go as they liked. I, innocent people, are free to enter. You lot aren't anything but. You shall not step past this gate, Ranzal. Ugh, they had to go and hire guards with good memories. Wait, that's why he didn't want to come! Ranzal, just what kind of shenanigans did you pull here? Hey, it ain't my fault. I did do nothing what any hot-blooded young guy ain't done once or twice. All I did was go on a little rampage and break some stuff, including a couple buildings. This is no laughing matter. Do you even comprehend the trouble your mindless destruction is causing us now? Regardless, we'll need another way in. Oh, you can leave that to me, darling. I'll have every last drop of water around the city evaporated with my flame in no time. One crispy Aquapolis coming up. I love Mim. I'm still so salty she's not in the Valentine's Day story. She would be perfect. Mim, the goal is to get inside, not to make Mercury cry. Oh, yes, she is rather sensitive, isn't she? Then what is the plan exactly? The guards seem quite adamant about keeping us out. We do it the hard way. Circle around the city till we find the swamp. It's rough, but we can push through. It should lead us inside. So more walking and more fighting? We just got to a city with beds and baths and pillows and musicians and guys who feed you grapes and wave palm fronds. What is your problem? Is what she wants to say. Baths will have to wait. I'm afraid Ranzal lead the way. I love Note. She's so cute. Okay, I got some more wormite. And now we're gonna continue with the question. So here we're gonna go on to the third part of this quest. We're like, maybe like 30% done. The audience. Dun 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 dun. Whoosh. Lord's Chamber. Well, if it isn't Miss Mewmew, 7th Shion of the Albarian line, you've come far to grace us with your presence. Lord of Santier, Zacharias. Or perhaps I ought to call you by the royal brother to her Imperial Majesty the Empress Sethia. I come to you today as a self-declared ruler and emissary of New Albaria. Indeed, the sea breeze has carried word of your new venture even here. I hear you are a noble man, Zacharias, and that your rule is just and fair. Will you offer aid to the Halidam and help in our fight to save Gracea's people? Even a fraction of the sea's water mana and St. Lordier's bountiful resources could aid the water worm and aid us in our fight. I know that a world in chaos would not serve you well. As such, I ask that you place your faith in me and stand by the Halidam as your ally. Ha! 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 And yet you come to me with a faithless cur at your right hand. How can I possibly place my faith in a man who so clearly lacks in judgment? Faithless cur, who do you... Why have you come here, Ranzal? You are a son to me no longer. Mic drop! Ranzal is homeboy's son? Oh my gosh. Oh snap. Nice to see you too, Pumps. What? Ranzal, you are next in line to rule St. Lordier? How could you keep something so salient from us? You were most empathic about ceding your claim and leaving the city behind you. How dare you come crawling back now? Wait, so his sister? No, that's not her sister. Never mind, wrong person here. I thought putting in an appearance was the right thing to do. If I'd hidden out back at the Halidam, it might seem like we were trying to fool ya. I mean, you wouldn't have found out eventually, yeah? And look, ya know I never had anything against this place. I just ain't cut out for politics and all that malarkey. Ruling over a kingdom or, a city this size just ain't for me. The whining of a petulant child. Fine then, I'll waste no more breath trying to instill responsibility in a lost cause. My apologies, Prince, but I must ask you to see yourself out. And don't let that door hit you on the way out. The Aquapolis does not bow to the Empire, but nor will it participate in a fool's mad rebellion. Your kingdom is a flea atop the lion's back, and my people will not bleed for you. Please, you must reconsider. I know I can prove the worth of our cause to you. Besides, allowing me, the Empire to continue unchecked will only cause more blood to be spilled. People are suffering now. They cannot wait one more day. I know you must understand this. Very well, if you insist. I will take the matter under further consideration, but I will join no alliance. Instead, I will send a lieutenant to this Halidome to oversee your activities there. You would have us become a colony of Saint Laurier? Unacceptable. Are you crazy? A kingdom's way higher up on the food chain than one stupid city. Unless that kingdom is a castle in a stand of trees and the city is Saint Laurier, the Aquapolis drops you easily. Well, what is your answer? Up, mic dropping. If you accept this lieutenant of yours, will the Aquapolis promise to defend our people? As it suits Saint Laurier, a vassal state is in no position to shape a suzerain's military policy. Then I'm afraid I can't accept your offer. I seek an alliance of equals, nothing less. If that requires greater trust than I inspire, I am committed to forging that trust from the ground up. Allow me to serve Saint Laurier as you deem necessary. Allow me to serve Saint Laurier as you deem necessary. Interesting. You would pay for Quapotelian blood with the sweat of your own brow? Very well. And as the fiends in the swamplands near the city have been causing trouble lately, our frontier guard has as yet been unable to eliminate the problem completely. So you wanted to finish the job? Alright, we'll see to it at once. He's like, you want to show some power? I got you. I'm sorry, Miss Mewmew. If I was on better terms with my pups, he wouldn't have. His position makes sense. I know we're a new small kingdom. I was just surprised to find out you're his son. Yeah, but that was a lifetime ago. Can you really see me holding court? That's your job, hunting fiends is mine. Speaking of which, let's get started. Chaps my cheeks a bit too, that we're doing this at his command, but I ain't gonna turn down a good scrap. So here's the next part of the story. Father and son. I like the background. The hunt is done. The fiend's nest is clear, and now we can. Wait, Ellie. What's that fence over there? That's the border of the Davian wetlands. Place has been sealed off since forever. It's an old battleground littered with dangerous ruins. Even fiends can't get in there. Now let's hurry up and get back to Saint Laurier already. Or can they? Dun dun dun. What is the meaning of this? You claim to have cleared out the nest, yet I've just now received word we're still bested by fiends? Hey, that's not our fault. We did our job. Maybe one surpassed us? But I'm certain there wasn't so much as a mouse left anywhere around that nest. So where could they have come from? The wetlands? The place Ranzal said was closed off? The Davian wetlands? Impossible. The potent ward seals that place. And yet, that's the only remaining possibility. We can't let those fiends have a free run of Saint Laurier. We'll go see for ourselves where these fiends are coming from. We have to keep the people of the Aquapolis safe. Ain't no telling what's happening if we enter that forsaken place. You're going to want to evacuate the north side of town, Pops. Have the city guard issue that order, the sooner the better. My, look who's learned to think of the welfare of others. I've only ever known you to worry about your own amusements. Yeah, well, thoughts of innocents dying don't strike me as a good time. Very well, then pray continue your hunt. Your actions have yet to earn my trust as a potential ally, but your dedication is noted. Ranzal, remain with me at the moment. Oh, Heathen is trying to steal him from us. What do you want, Pops? That prince of yours is quite the enthusiastic helper. Though the fact he actually believes his efforts might earn him an alliance with Saint Laurier is laughable. Still, he'll be of use. I have a long list of errands he's welcome to complete for me. Wait, so you never intended to help? Such is politics, my boy. But I could be convinced to stop using him as my errand boy if it pleases you. My terms are quite generous, as I think you'll agree. What'd you want? Come home, Ranzal. Leave that joke of a kingdom to flounder on its own and return to the city that raised you. I could even be persuaded to sign an alliance with Meows if you accept. Wait, you want me back? And you make an enemy of Dragalia to see it happen? I hear tales of Empress Sethia's cruelty on a daily basis. She won't ignore St. Ludier forever. Perhaps a preemptive strike is our best move, with you at the head of my army. But think on it. Think on what you want, and only you can do in this situation. The sons of St. Ludier are meant to live by the sea and with it, so it has always been, and so it will always be. I knew it! He was going to try to get Ranzal back, because that's what, what he wants. It's probably, his heir. He got to bring him home. There they are, Miss Mewmew, the Davian wetlands. That's got to be where those fiends are coming from. Something's wrong, Ranzal. You haven't said a word since we left. Yeah, actually there's something you ought to know, Miss Mewmew. My dad's trying to convince me to come back home. What? He wants you to return? And he's been lying to us this whole time? He is so getting char-grilled when we're done out of here. So what are you gonna do? Not sure, but one thing I am sure about is that I don't want to make a bit of difference. Is that it don't make a bit of difference what you do. He ain't gonna treat you fair. Ain't no reason to do this, so we should turn back and. No. Regardless of Sakura's intentions, we'll go to the wetlands. It's clear at this point that fiends are coming from inside it. If we don't deal with them, the people of St. Ludier will continue to suffer. The schemes of their lord are irrelevant. You really are a piece of work. Huh? What's that sound? It came from up ahead. Let's go. It was like, grrr, zzz. What kind of fiend makes a noise like that? I love her. It sounded like no fiend I've ever heard. It was more like the metal contraptions built in the Roken smithies. Hate to say I told you so, but this place is seriously bad news. Let's go. This is just proof we were right. Something is in there. Are they mechas? Do we have mechas beyond us? And we're done with section 3. We can either go to EX, Troublemaker the Far Shore, or we can go ahead. So I'm actually going to go do EX first. Rupees! And now we can go to 4. History of a continent. This place is no mere swamp, that is much certain. We're surrounded by hog-soaking ruins. It seems these wetlands really were a battleground. And the ones doing the battling weren't holding back. It may have been fun to cut loose like that, but the results are anything but pretty. You can tell at a glance who's responsible. Oh? I assumed it was humans who built these structures, and humans who would destroy them in turn. I'm surprised you haven't noticed, Clea. Take a closer look at that building there. You'll find claw marks and gashes by the hundreds. You're right. Then this is the work of dragons. Yes, my fun-loving brothers and sisters had a wild time of it. But even a small number of dragons wouldn't wreak havoc on this scale. No, it would have been a massive pack. Enough to blot out the entire sun itself. Mankind building all of this would have been treated as a great affront to them. I'm sure they were furious. Did these structures pose some threat to dragonkind? Perhaps not, but look there. See those metal cogs and wheels lying about? Such things disrupt the flow of mana. Dragons are avatars of nature itself. and don't take kindly to humanity's tinkering, especially not in the past when relations between our people were rocky at best. You can see their anger in how thoroughly they tore this place apart. But humanity and the Sylvians have always treated humankind with difference, have they not? Since you were born, at least. Not that I'm old enough to tell too many tales firsthand, mind, but I know things weren't always as they are now. There was a time it was man versus dragon, nature versus civilization, and never the twain shall meet. Then how did peace come about? A lot happened back then between Ilia and Lucilium, the leader of the dragons, or so the legend goes. Of course, some also say Ilia herself was a partisan for mankind and civilization, at least at first. In any case, peace only happened because the dragons got fed up and tore it all to shreds. I assume the humans gave up once everything they'd built was destroyed, and that meant there was nothing left to disrupt the flow of mana, so the dragons were happy. Peace only came after your kind gave up on what you call progress. I had no idea such a bloody chapter had been excised from history. After hearing all that, these ruins are a chilling sight indeed. It's almost as you can hear the lamentations of a lost era rise from them. This place is a graveyard of humanity's aspirations. What fate awaits them if they should dare reach such a height again? You see, lines draw very quickly. It would lead us to war all over again. Interspecies friendship is a fragile thing. It's like a romance, beautiful until it turns terribly ugly. The way I see it, the whole world's been locked in one long, torty lover spat since the whole thing started. We get together, we split apart, we get together again. It's an enjoyable little friction so long as neither of us wipes the other out. I like how she sees something so negative as a positive. I like that. Like, she's not just swooning over main character all the time. She has depth. So, let's keep going. And this box has, oh, imprint capacity has been expanded by 5. Nice. Oh, and we're in the last chapter, last section, so let's find out what happens. Reading the location. Oh, you were right, darling. The fiends were hiding here. We never did find the source of that strange metallic sound, though. I guess we're gonna find out now. What the hey? There it is again. It's definitely coming from somewhere in the wetlands. It seems we'll need to go in a bit deeper and to get to the bottom of this mystery. It's Mew, someone's there. Wait a second, I know that guy. Ugh, Miss Mew. What are you and your lackeys doing here? It's Mew, the Craven Prince. What are you doing here, brother? Last I checked, this was in your territory. It's your grave in the making, it is what it is. You're long overdue for that beating that you're about to receive. Not that I'll be delivering it myself. I've got far greater force at my command than ever before. Your fate was sealed the moment you set foot in that disgusting swamp. Hey, get back here. Why is it running away the one thing he is good at? Whoa. This is no light matter if the Empire is involved. If we let him go, he's gonna spill the beans about what we're doing here, so to everyone with a set of ears. Then we have to stop him. I'm curious to see this new force he claims to have at his command. Do you suppose he's found himself a new dragon? I wish I knew, but things at the capital are far different now than when I was there. Must be a bunch of chumps if they'll accept a guy like him as their commander. Regardless, we'll round up a lot of them and together. Right, let's get moving. Pursue Emil. It's like playing tag with our brother. How, you know, how nice of him to play with us. Are we gonna chase him further? A farewell below. Yes, we want to see this. Hey, the fiends are slain already? But there were so many of them. There's nowhere left to run, Emil. Now tell us why you're here. Curious, are you? Ha 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 ha. If you want answers, my dear brother, you need leverage, and as we both know, you won't lay a hand on me. You have none. You'd be powerless to do a thing regardless, given the backup of my disposable now. But even without it, you'll no sooner kill me here than you did in the mountains of Dornan. Do you think me a fool enough to be intimidated when you're clearly harmless? Miss Mew. Think on it. Think on what you and only you can do in this situation. A balloon taunting me. Maybe the old man ain't completely off the mark. I'll do it. Ranzal, no, I won't. You're too nice sometimes, you know that? Almost kind to a fault. Brother or no, you gotta be prepared to do what needs doing in order to protect what's important in this life. And if you can't, I'm here to do it for you. Consider my parting gift to you and my ticket back into Saint Laurier. Back into... Wait, what? You can't seriously intend to desert Miss Mewmew. It was wrong of me to team up with him in the first place. I've got a lifetime of worth of dirt on my hands, which means there ain't no harm in getting them a little dirtier now before I make a clean break of it. Got any last words, Emil? What? No, you can't expect to get away with this. Yeah, but I will. That's the thing. I'm the heir apparent to Saint Laurier, and the Aquapolis stands with me. And it's got no mercy to spare for a petty villain like you are. He's crying. Eek! Eck, are you going to stop him, Miss Mewmew? No, I trust Ranzal. Stop! 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 Please stop! Mercy! 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 Please! Huh? Yeah. Hands gone soft on me. The old me wouldn't have hesitated, but now I can't bring myself to kill a guy that won't put up a fight. Guess a certain somebody's rubbing off on me. I'm saved! You did the right thing, Ranzal. And it ain't nothing so pretty. Just a passing whim is all. I hope y'all saw that. I hope you saw that. Huh? Ha 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 ha! I knew it! The Carly's Prince men are every bit as spineless as their master. Easy there, chump. I ain't killing ya, but that don't mean you're walking away from this. I'll let Saint Laurier deal with ya. Enjoy living out your days in a dungeon. We got a cell way down at the bottom. I hear it's wet pretty much all the time. Eh? What? A prison cell? Me? I'd sooner die than suffer such humiliation. I won't have it. I refuse. How do you refuse prison? Shut your mouth and show your hands. We'll tie you up and march you back too. You've gone far enough already. Now kindly let Emil go. Oh, I know he's a hopeless fool, but he's still my brother. What? Who's there? It's been quite some time, Miss Mewmew. You! Dun 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 dun! Is it his brother? I mean, he makes sense. Blonde enough and all. It's been some time, Miss Mewmew. I'm pleased to see you well. I like how he's floating. Paris, what are you doing here? Second-born heir to former Alberia, Paris. He looks kind of like Patchy. Is he also a dragon? Who's a pretty boy, darling? Paris, my brother and the second prince of Alberia. He's a gentleman and a lover for science. He isn't sort to get swept up in the Empire's scheme, so it's my hope he hasn't come here as our enemy. A flattering description, but I am officially a general of Daenerys' armies, at least, lest we all get too cozy with each other. Also, I've just made the most fascinating discovery. I lured fiends into these wetlands to see how the ruins respond. I had my hypothesis, of course, but there are limits to what one can do cooped up in the library, and I do love an experiment. So you're the one behind these fiends? You got some nerve endangering a guy's hometown with his nonsense. This brother I won't mind taking out. Don't stop me, Miss Mewmew. Goodness, have I offended? Well then, you're welcome to take your best shot. One shot's all it's gonna take. Yeah! Oh snap! What the? My axe bounced off his skin. Yes, so sorry about that. You see, I'm afflicted with a rather troublesome sort of curse. My skin is as tough as a dragon's hide. You have worm scale. Yes! I don't know what that is. You're familiar with the affliction. Never underestimate a dragon's wisdom, my fine friends. Why stoop to this, Faris? Stoop to what? This is an invaluable scientific inquiry, nothing more. Dangerous ruins slumber all throughout this region, but the largest of them proved a heavy sleeper indeed, and wouldn't stir no matter how many fiends I threw at it, and yet... Dun dun dun! What's that sound? Ah, wonderful! Your arrival here seems to have done the trick. The ancient weaponry defending this place stirs once more. The question we face now is, how do we respond? If we linger here, we'll most certainly all perish. What horror have you awoken, Faris? Never mind, it doesn't matter. I'll stop it. I can't let this thing out into the world. Dauntless in the face of unknown danger, eh? That's the little brother I know and love. I look forward to catching up with you soon, assuming you survive, of course. Until then, I wish you the very best of luck. How is this a sweet brother that he kind of, sold to us? Defeating the ancient weapon. We should... Oh, it does look like an interesting machine. It kind of actually reminds me of something from like Yu-Gi-Oh! Basically, all you had to do was get it to the break mode for it to actually go down. Yay, we're mate! A bond to unite the land. Confirm. Truly impressive, Miss Mewmew. You dispatched that lost wonder with ease. It was most elucidating to fight indeed. You really never know what riches these ruins hold until you get them up and moving again. What exactly are you after here, Faris? I've told you, research, the quest for knowledge of the civilization that rose and fell before our time, knowledge of our very world itself. This has nothing to do with Dragalia. By the way, I'm merely a scholar at play. Then you aren't our enemy? If he claims he did not act in malice, I will lower my spear for now. I claim neutrality, nothing more or less, but know that a storm is brewing, my brother, one fit to take the entire world. This storm began the day you awoke to the dragon's power. What bearing do my actions have on the fate of the new world? I'll spare you the lecture for now. Just know that not all storms are unwelcome. Strong winds have a way of exposing secrets long buried in the ground. For now, I bid you farewell until next time, my dear Miss Mewmew. I pray our next meeting will not be as foes. Faris, wait! First get saved. Guess that's the end of it. St. Lodier should be sorry for now, yeah? Sadly, I doubt that'll do much to goad my old man into signing an alliance, but if I agree to return, then sacrifice himself. You've done well and fought bravely, but it's not enough to accept Neoberia as a peer. You are welcome to toil further to inspire greater trust. Or you could return Ranzal to me. Perhaps then we could speak of an alliance. You can drop the Aquapolis. I'll come home. Just hurry up and send an alliance with. I'm afraid you can't have him. Not even if it is a necessary condition to our alliance. And why not? Your son is an irreplaceable part of our kingdom, Zacharias. I know he may have been impulsive when he was younger, but those days are gone. Ooh, snap! He is brave and wise in equal measure, and willing to dirty his hands in order to protect others. A new Iberia without Ranzal would be an unfitting alliance partner with a city as great as Saint Laurier. I simply cannot afford to lose him. He is an integral asset to New Iberia. We are a kingdom made of our people. Well, Miss Mewmew, I don't know what to say. If you would defy me in this matter, we have nothing further to speak of. Your paltry kingdom will be a colony. It certainly merits no better. I would dispatch a lieutenant of Saint Laurier immediately to oversee your actions there. Then you would annex us by force? I thought the great Aquapolis would stoop to base of tyranny. Silence, I will not be questioned. Enjoy languishing under the oppressive eye of a lieutenant backed with the full authority of Saint Laurier. Ranzal, the job is yours. Wait, I'm the lieutenant of Saint Laurier? Indeed, you will keep watch over New Iberia, and should you judge its actions to be wicked, you will strike it down. As long as its actions are just, well then, it can do whatever it pleases. I leave that judgment entirely to you. Pops. Then Zacharias, you. Oh yes, that bit about colonizing you was my little joke, but you should have seen your faces. There was no other retort to your speech. You rendered a man of the sea speechless and have the makings of a true hero. Oh my gosh, I like him. He was funny. He was trying to do a joke. Oh, I'm nothing special. Oh, I suspect it's your influence that turned my idiot of a son into the man who stands before me now. Only a fool will separate him from you, and so I place him in the care of Saint Laurier's newest allies. Together with a mana of water born of Mother Sea. We can have that too? Yes, now we can build a Dragalia. Indeed. As the water wind's power grows, the threat posed by the Empire wanes. Thank you, Zacharias. We are in your debt. I give you my oath here and now that the new Iberia will be an ally worthy of your trust. You know, Miss Mewmew, I think I was just running away from what I didn't like this whole time. How so? Well, just politics and all that. I probably could have hacked it if I actually tried. I just never gave it a chance. Being with you has made me see that. Yeah, Miss Mewmew will do anything you could do to learn from his example. Guys, I'm just a guy. Or a girl, you know. Anyway, does this mean you intend to inherit your father's post one day, Ranzal? Will you rule over Saint Laurier? Please. A city that size would just run itself fine on its own. I'm a whatchamacallit, an integral asset of New Iberia, and I'm ready to go back to whatever that is. So let's head home. Ruling stuff still ain't my thing, but building a kingdom with you don't sound half bad. Oh, that's adorable. They're friends. There's a little cute little bonding moment between them. Imperial capital, former Iberia. I have an update from the West, Empress. The Aquapolis, I take it? What is it? They refused to submit to imperial rule and have instead chosen to make an alliance with a traitorous prince. So my brother is now capturing the hearts of leaders as well as dragons? Impressive. But the days of the Aquapolis are numbered, and his along with them. The great crimson flame that burns to the north can reduce even the heavens to ash, and soon it will devour them all. So the next place we're going to go is going to be flame base, so we can get that flame Dragalia, which will be awesome. You know, that extra flame dragon boost. You got a water Dragalia, find in the Holiday Storage. Chapter 8. Entwining flames. catching world of discord in Valkenheim, Miss Mewmew and his friends head north to discover the truth. And when they do, they find themselves face to face with Alberia's strongest prince and his Verborten Pact Bomb Dragon. All this and more in the next campaign update. I don't know when the next campaign update is going to be, but I'm excited for it. I really enjoy the story that Dragalia Lost has. It's, you know, apart from it, you know, there's the cheesy moments in it, of course, but at its core, it is kind of like a family dispute. It's like a soap opera. You know, throwing time travel and evil possession in there, and somehow apparently Midas, with his brother kind of also having dragon skills. I don't know. So I really enjoy it. I hope this video doesn't end up being like really long, but I kind of feel like it is because the cutscenes are really long. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed this type of video. If not, you know, let me know as well, because your comments, come on. But, you know, I really appreciate any feedback that y'all give me. I hadn't really done any video content, and hopefully I edit easily enough. So let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you think the future of the story is. I enjoy hearing theories. Thank you all so very much for watching. Y'all are amazing. I hope you have a fantastic day. And until next time, meow to meow.